Yes, please come in.
May I come in, sir?
Please come in. Shishir Kumar Singh.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning.
Please make yourself comfortable.
Thank you, sir.
Shishir, as I can see that you are from Ballia, UP, and you are from IIT IAS in Dhanbad.
This must be
Sorry, sir. And you took mathematics as an optional subject, and you are
Yes.
presently in the UP Civil Service, posted as Deputy Collector in Siddharthnagar. Am I right?
Sir, I was posted as trainee in Siddharthnagar. Now, sir, I have completed my training and I am posted in Varanasi, sir.
As SDM.
So, not as an SDM, I am posted as Deputy Collector at the headquarters right now.
Which
So,
batch of UPPCS do you belong to?
Sir, 2021 batch, sir.
2021, and this is 20.
So, I have
You are given independent charge of a subdivision after how many years of service?
Sir, I can get it right now, sir, but right now I've been posted as Nodal Officer of IGRS in the district, sir.
What is IGRS?
So, it is Integrated Grievance Redressal System of UP, sir.
Tell me 10 differences that you have noticed in Varanasi in last 1 year. You have been seeing Varanasi during last 1 year or no?
So I've seen Varanasi 10 years back, sir, and now I've been seeing Varanasi regularly from past 1 month.
What are the
sir.
differences between Varanasi as it was in 2013
Yes.
and what it is now?
So the biggest change that we see in Varanasi is the development of Kashi Vishwanath corridors, sir. Earlier it was through the very small gullies, sir. Now it is well developed with proper amenities for all the people who visit there, sir.
Apart from infrastructure.
Sir, there is a behavioral change in the mindset of people that I see in Varanasi, sir. It seems like there is a movement going on in Varanasi with people's support to change the face of the city, sir. Like, for example, sir, in the gullies, every shop will be painted with the same color, sir. And the theme is being decided by the district administration in consultation with the people, sir. Second major change is coming in the area of sanitation, sir. Slowly, in Varanasi, where we used to see garbage dumps, sir, now there is door-to-door collection of segregated waste, sir, which is further being changed into energy projects, sir.
How successful is that?
Sir, we have just started it, sir. It has started energy generation at a very small amount, sir.
Collection at the grassroots level, how successful it has been to convince people to segregate the waste?
So collection is 100% successful, but segregation is only partially successful. There are some colonies where it has been 100% successful, and some colonies which are falling back in this. We have to spread more awareness about that, sir.
So while you were in Siddharthnagar, you were in officer training?
Yes, sir.
Under training?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes.
So you are in as of now, we hope that you get into the IAS, but as of now you are in UPPCS.
Yes, sir.
And suppose you are posted to a communally sensitive area. What will be your responsibility as an administrator during peacetime and during disturbed times?
So during peacetime, sir, my first priority will be to develop trust and communication with the people and prepare a trust capital or social capital with different communities so that it can come in handy later down in the times of crisis.
How will you do that?
So it can be done by a proper communication with people and accessibility with each community, so that and being fair in our day-to-day decision making, sir, so that no one suspects our intention and our standing is fair and resolute amongst the public, sir. Then, sir, we can do regular peace committee meetings, sir, where we can meet all the respected peoples of all communities and different professions and just hear their views about the problems they are facing and their suggestions, sir. Then, sir, slowly they will start to trust us, and in the time of crisis, they will help us in furthering our communications, what are the problems and our efforts in the disturbed areas. So they themselves will support to keep people in check, sir.
How sensitive is UP ground level bureaucracy to the needs of the people? Is there a communication gap as of now? How sensitive is UP bureaucracy to the people?
So I think bureaucracy is very sensitive to the needs of the people, sir, and the sensitivity is increasing day by day, sir. The reason for the increased sensitivity, I would say, is that now every day from 10 to 12 there is a mandated Jan Sunwai for every officer, sir. So the people will come and can share any problems with them, and they have to take that application and note that down and take action within it in
You
15
have this
days.
Jansurvai at the district headquarters or the subdivision headquarters?
In every office, at the district headquarters, at Tehsil headquarters, in Tehsil headquarters, also in different any
Suppose
office.
there is an emergency for an individual, there
Yes,
is an emergency at 7 o'clock in the evening.
Yes, sir.
So what does he do?
So he can call a number of the CM
have a
helpline
helpline
number.
number?
Yes, the CM helpline number, which will note the call.
What is the headline number called?
The CM helpline, sir.
Okay, it has access to the CM's
Yes, sir.
secretariat. Okay.
Yes, sir. And all these different avenues of CM helpline, Jan Sunwai, even the central government portal has been integrated at one place known as IGRS for constant monitoring, sir. And the districts and offices both are ranked on the basis of their performance on that indicator, sir. So it has bring some competition also.
You mentioned badminton as one of your hobbies.
Yes, sir.
Who was the first Indian male badminton player to have reached the finals of All England Badminton Championship, and when? Reached.
So I'm not exactly sure about this.
Take a guess. Nobody's going to
Sir.
judge you on that. Take a guess.
So Mr. Prakash Padukone.
I said who reached the finals, not who won the finals. Anyway, doesn't matter. What changes have you seen in Indian badminton in last 20 years?
So in last 20 years, the focus on badminton has increased a lot, sir. The badminton tournaments are now being popularized. And in the last decade, I would say the efforts that were made as part of change in coaching
Can you
infrastructure.
name the efforts?
So in the Badminton Association of India put Mr. Pulela Gopichand as the coach and then provide him freedom to develop a coaching academy with all the integrated facilities at one place. This coaching resulted in the last decade in lots of medals coming in the badminton, which is now termed by international media as the badminton revolution of India, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Okay,
you, sir.
thank you. Shishir,
Yes, sir.
what is the meaning of your name, Shishir?
So it is the winter season in the Hindu calendar is called Sir Shishir Ritu, sir.
Okay, and mathematics is your optional.
Yes, sir.
Given a choice,
Yes.
petroleum engineering and mathematics, what are the career options available for Shishir?
So for me, the career option available in petroleum engineering are as a field engineer, sir, and in the field, or as a manager of the company in the office, sir. And also, I would say, as a bureaucrat, I can work for developing the policy so that the oil and gas sector benefits from the efforts of the government, sir. In
Now
the
you
side,
have joined UP Civil Services,
yes, sir.
and we pray that you make into the IAS.
Yes, sir.
But tell me, how will you integrate these two subjects
Okay, sir.
into civil service as a career? Petroleum engineering plus mathematics.
So, by knowing about petroleum as a student of petroleum engineering, the interest has been developed in the marketing side of the petroleum as well, and how it affects our daily lives and the economies. So that knowledge can be used daily to in the field. If I am posted in a subdivision where there is some drilling or exploration going on, sir, so I can first help them in improving their productivity by providing necessary clearance, and second, I can protect the environment and people of my subdivision from the harmful effects of those exploration things. And so mathematics will be used daily in the in administration, sir. So like recently during the festival of Mahashivratri, sir, we had to do a simulation of how many people will visit in Kashi Vishwanath temple on that given day, sir. So we do a simulation from the camera data, like how many people are entering per hour at different times, then finding the peak hour and estimating a guess with different confidence, that what is the most probable confidence, what is the maximum estimate. So when these kinds of efforts are being done, then mathematics will definitely be used, sir.
Okay, very good. What is the difference between mathematics and statistics?
So mathematics is the study of logic and arithmetics, and finding results based on those logic which are true in any circumstances, sir. Whereas statistics is studying the data that is available and saying something with a particular degree of confidence, sir. So, sir, statistics is more about estimation and mathematics is more about complete and absolute accuracy, sir.
What is the probability that Shishir will be successful in civil services examination 2022?
So, we can do it in different ways by taking different
I don't know.
models,
As a
sir.
student of statistics,
Yes, sir.
give me a number or give me a numerator and a denominator. What is the probability?
So, I would say it would be more than 75%, sir.
How? How did you arrive
Sir.
at this?
So, because let's start with the assumption that there are only two possibilities, me getting selected and me not getting selected, sir.
Okay.
So, that will be 1 by 2, 50%. Then after that, but this is considering my past performance and knowledge and the confidence that I have, I will increase the numerator, sir, because it will not be the straightforward case of being selected and not being selected, sir. So, sir, increasing the numerator, I would
leave
reach
it
at
here.
75%.
We'll come back during the feedbacks.
Okay,
Now,
sir.
lies, damned lies,
Yes,
and
sir.
statistics.
Yes, sir.
What is the implication of this very statement?
So, can I take a moment to think about this?
Okay.
Yes, sir. So, I am not very sure about
Okay,
the
let's
statement.
get out of this.
Okay, sir.
Now, you are in charge of IGRS,
Yes, sir.
Integrated
Grievance
Grievance Redressal
Redressal
System.
System. Yes.
And this is the Honorable Prime Minister's constituency.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Some senior official from the PMO called Shishir. Shishir, can you make a citizen charter for the Collectorate of Banaras?
Yes, sir.
A citizen charter for
Yes,
the
sir.
Collectorate of Banaras.
Yes.
What should be the template?
So, first of all, we need to identify all the portals that are functioning at Collectorate and their responsibilities. What are they going to deliver to the citizens? What services they provide? So, the first, they should be enumerated. So, the second thing is in what time frame they are going to deliver that service to the people, sir. And the third thing will be what is the expected quality of those services that they are providing, sir. The fourth thing that I would incorporate is whether the citizen, should citizens do in case they are denied that service or they don't get that service in desired time frame with desired quality, sir. And after completing this exercise, when we finalize the citizens charter, we would display it at a prominent location in different languages, also in the local language, so that people can read it and see it, sir. And the last step would be popularizing it so that every people know their rights and know the right places to go in case their rights are being denied, sir.
Does it exist in recent times, whether it is Banaras Collectorate or the subdivision office or the taluka office? Is it available at this
Yes,
point
sir.
of time?
It is available, sir. But
What is the language of citizen charter in Banaras district?
So I have seen it in Hindi only, sir.
Okay. My last question. Do you represent New India?
Yes, sir. I am a representative of New India.
Okay, very good. Excellent. India for the year 2047. And to be specific, Banaras district for the year 2047. What is your dream as a provincial civil service officer of UP? Dream for Banaras for the year 2047.
So I would see Banaras expanding also on the left bank of the river Ganga, sir. It is currently existing only on the right bank of river Ganga. I would like to see some good educational institutions on the outskirts of city catering to the need of people, and at the same time some high-end jobs for the people of Banaras who gets good education through those cities, sir. And I would like to see modern infrastructure in Varanasi, which everyone in that city can use.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir. Shishir, let's say tomorrow you're posted as a DM of Ballia, your own district. Tell me what will be your 3 priorities?
Ma'am, my first priority will be providing clean drinking water to the people, because Ballia suffers with arsenic contamination, ma'am. And that affects the health of the people there. And my second immediate priority would be the flood proofing the banks of River Ganga and River Ghagra in Ballia, because every year round they are flooding the farms of farmers, and some houses fall into the River Ganga that led to loss of life and property of people. And the long-term priority would be to provide better connectivity to people of Ballia through link expressways to the already existing expressways which are far away, so that the local economy is boosted.
Okay, good. What are your views about division of the state of Uttar Pradesh? Even after carving out Uttarakhand, the UP as a state is still, pretty big, and I think it's very difficult to administer. So, what do you think? Should we divide it into further Purvanchal or something else?
Ma'am, if this decision is to be taken, we need to look into different factors, ma'am. The administrative side definitely governs that the state should be bifurcated for better administration, ma'am. But looking from other angles, some of the parts of Uttar Pradesh, such as Bundelkhand and Eastern UP, are not financially enriched by resources or other industries, ma'am. So the resources of the West are slowly being transferred to the East to promote inclusive development in the whole state, ma'am. So if we divide UP into parts, that funding will be curtailed, ma'am. Also, we need to look whether there is a public support for bifurcation of state, as it is sometimes a political decision. Right now, there is no such demand being raised, ma'am. I think because people usually make those demands when they are underrepresented. Right now, the people in the all parts of UP are feeling well represented, ma'am. So instead of bifurcation, I would suggest that if we make local boards for each region, which make localized policies for development, it would be better, ma'am.
Okay. What about the balanced development across the state? The development in the UP is concentrated in certain areas,
Yes.
Certain pockets. Still, a huge part of the, the interiors or the rural UP, it's still out of touch of the, there's a mass and class difference between, let's say, Noida, Ghaziabad, and areas. So, how to bring about equitable development?
Ma'am, for equitable development, we need to identify the strength of each areas. If we follow a one-size-fits-all model, we will ignore certain sections of the populations, ma'am. So if we understand the demography of an area, then we can provide localized solution to the area, such as we are now developing renewable energy in Bundelkhand area, which will provide employment to the people of Bundelkhand. So slowly they will come up and will be able to match the per capita income of the Noida. Similarly, in the Eastern Uttar Pradesh, we have very fertile land, but the people are not able to gain more income. So if we develop food processing and agro industries there, their incomes will also rise, ma'am. So I think in the long term, these divisions will slowly die down, ma'am, and we will be really be able to achieve inclusive and balanced development.
Okay, my last question to you. What is your opinion about the culture of bulldozer being, used not in a very good way in the state?
Ma'am, I would like to say that in some cases, after a long drawn legal process and ensuring principles of natural justice, we try to free the lands which are being encroached by land mafias. And in the end, if they don't follow the notices and evict the land, then in the end, bulldozers come to remove the encroachment. So it is properly justified. And another angle is that the state is trying to project the perception of bulldozers so that it terrifies the people such as crime mafias and land mafias, that their ill-gotten wealth will be removed, so that it stems the emergence of local gangsters in the future. So it is also being used as a tool to constrain law and order problem. But in some cases where it is being used as a form of instant justice against protesters, it should not be done. It should not be done in that way, ma'am. And the officials who do that, there should be strict action against them. Also, ma'am, while doing any such action, we need to see the impact on the people. If the people are underprivileged, then first we need to resettle them. Then the encroachment drives or bulldozer can go on.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Shishir,
Yes, sir.
you like reading poems with revolutionary genre.
Yes, sir.
Okay, which poem was recited by Jay Prakash from Ramlila Maidan at the time of emergency?
So I'm not exactly sure about that, but can I take a guess if you permit?
Okay, take a guess.
So I think it was the poem written by Mr. Ramdhari Singh Dinkar, that Singhasan Khali Karo ki
Yes,
Janta.
very good.
Yes.
So name few other poems of this genre.
So right now I was reading a poem about war written by Sahil Ludhianvi, sir. I think it is also of the same genre where she says जंग तो खुद ही एक मसला है, जंग क्या मसलों का हल देगी, भूख आग और
This is not revolution. This is not of the same genre.
Yes. So the same genre.
Stick to your genre which you have
Yes, sir.
specified.
So the similar poems were written by Dushyant Kumar, sir, on the situations of the emergency, sir, in his book Sai Mein Dhoop, sir, where he writes lines such as, I'm not able to remember the
हो गई है
हो गई है पीर पर्वत सी पिघलनी चाहिए, इस हिमालय से कोई गंगा निकलनी चाहिए.
Few more poems. Can you name?
So one of the poem by Mr. Ramdhari Singh Dinkar himself is क्षमा दया तप त्याग मनोबल सबका लिया सहारा, पर नर व्याघ्र सुयोधन तुमसे कहो कहाँ का भार, where is talking that forgiveness and soft approach.
It is a part of Rashmi Rathi only.
Yes, sir.
It's a part only.
Yes. And
no problem. Anything else you are giving me?
So one of the lines by Mr. Ramdhari Singh Dinkar himself in another poems that जो नहीं पाप का भागी केवल व्याध, जो तटस्थ हैं समय लिखेगा उनके भी अपराध.
These are all from the same poem you are telling me.
No, sir, the previous one was from Kurukshetra, sir, and
They
this
are all
one is from
sub parts of
Dhanbad,
Rashmi
sir.
Rathi. सहनशीलता क्षमा दया को तभी पूछता जग है, बल का दर्प चमकता उसके पीछे.
So my humble submission would be that this lines are from Kurukshetra, which is on the philosophy of war, sir.
We'll come to a different topic now. You have been part of Bharat Scouts and Guides.
Yes, sir.
Now, considering the rising indiscipline among the youth of India, don't you think it would be a good idea to make Scouts and Guides, NCC, NSS mandatory in schools and colleges?
All these activities result in a development of youth in different parts. We learn different qualities by doing so. But making them mandatory, I feel, will somehow burden the students and they will not participate in it with zeal. Because when we make a decision, we tend to follow it rigorously. But if it is mandated, we take it as a burden and participate in it passively, sir. So I think we should leave it as an optional, sir. And if someone wants to develop themselves by other activities, those choices should be available to the person.
Okay. You did your Tettri Sopan?
Sir, yes, sir. I completed my Tritiya Sopan and I also achieved, sir, Rajya Puraskar status.
Very good.
Sir.
Why didn't you go for Rashtrapati?
So because I left the school after class 10th and I joined another school where there was no scout and guide chapter, sir.
So how did your life change in before and after that school? With scouts in your life and without scouts being in your life?
So when the scouts was not there in my life, still the things that I learned from scouting were a part of my life, sir. And in that moment, I decided to prepare for my IT examination. So I could not take some time out to join, to promote myself to join.
What is the motto of
NCC,
Bharat
sir.
Scouts and Guides?
So the motto of Scout and Guide is be prepared, sir.
You are a student of mathematics.
Yes, sir.
What has been the contribution of Ramanujam to the field of mathematics?
So Mr. Ramanujam has given many theorems, sir. So one of the theorems is being currently used in cosmology to study the origin of black holes and how the black holes die down, sir. And another applications of his works are currently in cryptography, sir, which we right now see in application in the forms of AIs, sir, and other thing. Also in the train signaling and other communication methods, sir, his formulas are used, sir.
Where did he do his research and with whom?
So he did his research in England with Professor Hardy, sir.
Which university? Which college?
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall the name of the
Okay,
college.
Cambridge. No problem.
Thank you, sir.
You have been an editor of a newspaper
Yes,
in
sir.
your college days.
Yes, sir.
What are the responsibilities today in front of a editor of any newspaper in the age of social media?
So, in the age of social media, the news has changed in the past that there's too much information about a particular event, and it is coming at a very fast speed. And the editor of a newspaper will be able to put out that information only the next day, sir. So the people are losing interest in the newspapers, sir. So under this pressure of giving fast information, he needs to ensure the accuracy of the news, sir. So this is a very big challenge, sir, against for him, and also to ensure that the circulation and readership of the pressure newspapers keep on increasing with time, sir.
Indian Foreign Services is your second preference?
Yes, sir.
If given an opportunity, which part of the world would you like to go and serve India?
So I would like to visit Africa, sir, to serve India.
To
sir.
Africa.
Yes,
Why
sir.
Africa?
So because Africa is now changing, and with its natural resources, with its demography, and with its large size, I think the future global order will also be driven by Africa, sir. So I will be at a time where I can contribute, when India can contribute for the upliftment of people in Africa, which will serve an humanitarian purpose. And the later on, when Africa becomes a powerhouse, then I will also see to reap those
How many
dividend
countries are there in African continent?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware about the exact number, sir. I will read about it, sir.
What is usual Winnie consensus?
Sorry, sir.
Usual Winnie consensus. Have you
Sorry,
heard
sir.
of this?
No, sir. Not heard of it.
this. Okay, last question. If you
Yes,
become
sir.
an IFS officer, what will be your one guiding principle?
So, if I become an IFS officer, I will try to make people around me comfortable and build quick relationship with everyone so that anyone can talk to me about anything.
Okay, that will be all, Shishir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All the best.
Thank you, sir.